Welcome to the Business Buyer Diaries. My name is Nathan Platter. I'm a full-time employee, and I bought a business. I did everything right, from finding the deal, handling all the due diligence on 63 opportunities, and ultimately bought a profitable gym. And boy, was I in for a big surprise as a new owner. I chronicled everything in real time, including the biggest wins to the stressful nights at 2 a.m. I'm sharing my journey without sugarcoating anything, so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Here's today's episode. Hey, good morning. Happy Monday. And those are two things that can and should go together. We're going to enjoy today. We're going to be happy for today. We're going to find the golden parts of today, and we are going to make Monday a day worth living. We're also going to realize it's the start of a week. Yesterday was a rest day, and we're going to be recharged and recalibrated. It's easy to be anxious or uncertain or stressed if you don't like what you're doing on the Monday through Friday or your Monday through Saturday schedule. And on Sunday, it is unhealthy to stress, panic, or be anxious because the week has not even started. In the course of history, there are thousands of times where people knew something was happening the next day. A battle, a famine, a difficult conversation, receiving the verdict that can go in your direction or against your favor. And there's no reason to stress or be anxious when the future is not in the present. You can prepare and plan and execute leading up to it. But in terms of the day of adversity or discomfort, do not bring those uncertainties into the present when the time has not yet. As for today, I'm grabbing onto some ray of sunshine. Over the weekend, we had a couple good sales. I'm all about the monthly recurring and having long-term relationships with members, with participants, with folks that want a life transformation. And so I'd rather have monthly payments on that progress. However, we had a few folks that wanted to take advantage of some promotions we're doing, and they wanted to pay for that in a PIF, a paid in full 12-month contract, all paid on the first day. A little bit of a discount, and that's totally fine. A little extra cash flow for some breathing room. And we have like $7,000 or $8,000 come in kind of out of nowhere. And that is something to celebrate. The bank is pretty flush. Payroll is all teed up for success. And end of month, we're going to be in a good spot. This upcoming Saturday, we're going to have our challenge party. We bought $200 speaker that we can now have reliable audio and visual or audio equipment that connects to our phones and our computer. We have a backdrop so folks can take social pictures. We're excited for people to help us organically, virally share what's all going on. We got some props. It's the last week, so everyone is viewing the finish line, and we're going to be doing before and after photos. And so I'm going to celebrate the wins, the big ones, the small ones, and everything in between, because our studio is a place to be, a place to go, a place to have excitement, joy, to bring life to each other, to receive life and accomplishment and affirmations from each other. And for me, I'm a very numbers-oriented person. I like the concrete plus number or negative number. I like that certainty that I can rely and bank on. And we're going to celebrate that. And so we have that. We had a good weekend. We have a little more cash in the bank than I'm used to. And I'm going to be celebrating that win. Of all the wins, that's the one I'm picking to celebrate today. And so we're going to do that. We're going to be happy. We're going to be engaged. We're going to realize this is what we're going to, not this is the source of our joy, but this is something that we can be happy and present about. So that's where we're at. That's where we're going. It's going to be a great week. And we're going to enjoy and celebrate everything. We're meeting up with someone later today to set up partnership number 2. Partnership number 1 is the marketing agency I've been working with for so long. Partnership number 2 is a legal partnership for someone who's created a course that I can contribute both content and marketing towards. This is helping because regardless of how the studio goes, as of today, and I'm just putting this out there because I don't know yet. I don't know if I want to do more. I don't know if I want to do more business to consumer gyms for brick and mortar experiences. I don't know if I want to do a digital product. I don't know if I want to do education. I don't know if I want to do a business to business, like wholesale, like I could go start a supplement company and I sell it to other businesses. Like that's a thing that you can do. I don't know if I want to go in that direction. A goofy thing that kind of happened is I was catching up with my daughter, and it's just kind of funny. We were at Dairy Queen, and I jokingly told her like, hey, and I'm not going to reveal her name. You guys can figure it out. She can choose if she wants to be public or not if she gets older. I told her like, hey, we could have bought a Dairy Queen. We didn't have to buy a gym. And in reality, I don't know if we would have gotten approved for a Dairy Queen. And right now, like I'm next to a Dairy Queen. And I told her like, we could have done anything. And I looked up listings in the Twin Cities because Dairy Queen HQ is in the Twin Cities. Like this is where it all started, believe it or not. And there's always 1 to 3 Dairy Queens for sale for about the same price as the studio, with way better cash flow, way better earnings. And told her, hey, we could have bought a Dairy Queen, and anytime we wanted, we could have gotten a free ice cream cone. She looked at me and her jaw dropped, and she said, any ice cream cone? And I told her, yo, we could have bought a Dairy Queen. And I'm not going to make up some BS story about what like she asked me afterwards, but I was realizing like, why didn't we buy a Dairy Queen? Why not? I think I told this story a few episodes ago, but here's why we didn't buy a Dairy Queen. There's no before and after. We can't do anything to directly influence the marketing and promotions. You're working with staff that are not as personal development, motivation, better me, better you kind of vibes and mentality. And I'm not crazy passionate as of today about ice cream, French fries, and burgers as much as I am about people development. And I can more quickly figure out how to do that development for trainers, instructors, and nutrition addicts. Like those are folks that I can connect with a little more quickly. So all that to say is as easy as it is now that I'm in a good headspace mentally, now that I'm optimistic, now that I am seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, seeing how we can win in the studio fitness space, I'm reminding myself as to my why. Now, don't get me wrong. We're still not flowing in cash by any means. We're approaching break-even point. And next week when the monthly memberships hit, that's when it's going to be real. But the business is a reflection on how the owner is doing. And so the owner has to be raising the average so that the rest of the team and the rest of the business can come up to where the ownership space is. And right now, we're going to be seeing the light. We're going to be seeing the upside. We're seeing the potential. We're going to be reinvesting in our people, reinvesting in our programs, leading the edge, and setting the standard and raising the level. So it's a lot of fluff and tough. The TLDR is we're going to grab the sunlight. We're going to look forward to the optimism. We're going to raise the average. We're going to press the envelope, and we're going to find the small wins, celebrate those, point out the good things, and we're going to highlight our people because it's too easy to grab the negativity and the downsides and then struggle with why things are not going your way. And that's what we're doing today. That's where we're at. That's where we're going. We're going to celebrate the week. Let's rock and roll. This has been another episode of the Business Buyer Diaries. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I hope you're realizing that business ownership is no cakewalk. Check the podcast notes for a link to the DIY due diligence program, the complete list of show sponsors, and for media inquiries. Music written and composed by Wes Schrock. I'm your host, Nathan Platter. Join me again on the next one.